All right, so you've heard the rhythm and you've heard from the creators of the rhythm. Now it's time to meet some of the voices behind the amazing tracks. So, three of reggae's young and talented artists, Zhayna, Malachi, and King Izem, each dropped something powerful on Sacred, and they're here to tell us all about it. Morning, guys. How are ya?
Morning.
It's good to have you. I literally just going to happen just this thing in order here. Zhayna, talk to me about who are you as an artist? What's your sound? What's your feel? What's your vibe?
Okay, first of all, good morning, CVM Sunrise. So I'm more of like a reggae fusion kind of vibe. So I like dabbling in different genres like R&B, neo soul, jazz, you know, alternative rock, that kind of stuff. And you know, the foundation is reggae with a little splash of dancehall.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's reggae fusion.
Nice.
Yeah.
Izem, King Izem. You know, I have to ask you, Izem, what is that? What does it mean? Why Izem?
I mean, Izem means lion in Swahili, and why Izem? I mean, the lion is a very symbolic figure in the Rastafarian movement. I'm a young Rastafarian, so yeah, that's really
Lion order.
Yeah.
And what's your vibe?
Yeah, my vibe is the foundation of my music is reggae and dancehall. I like the vibes and, you know what I mean, culture. But then we also pay attention to world music. So, you know what I mean, we have different elements like Afrobeat and R&B. Yeah, basically hip-hop as well. Yeah.
Nice. So if I ask you to freestyle something right now on a hip-hop beat, you can do it?
Yeah,
like right now?
Right now?
No hesitation?
No hesitation.
Okay, I'm not going to ask. But brace yourself. It might happen. Yeah. Malachi, it's good to see you again. For those who may not know, what's the feel that you feel when you listen to a Malachi song? What is going to happen? Where are you going to transport us to?
Well, good morning, Sunrise. Good morning, Jamaica. For me, for Malachi, the feeling you feel, it just depends on the day. Yeah. But it's always going to be something thoughtful. It's always going to be something authentic and unique. I use my special God-given talents and I dig deep and bring out something that probably only I can say. Yeah, that's my unique perspective.
Yeah. You know what, I said this to you off air the last time I saw you, and I'm going to say it on air now. I think you're very gifted. I remember hearing a track of yours on the radio, not knowing who it was, and shazamming the track the day before I met you, and I said to you, you know, so you have something special, because your voice is really beautiful, and the way you use your voice is very special. So I'm excited to hear what's coming up for Sacred. One of you tell me, any of you choose which one. Why working on this project? Why did you choose to say yes to working on Sacred?
I mean, well, outside the rhythm and Island Wave do a lot of work together. Yeah, they produced like 2 EPs for me or so before. So, you know, in really talented youth and youth that really believe in the music and moving the culture forward. As well as these artists, you know, me and Zhayna have a collaboration, me and Chris have a collaboration as well. So it's just about owning the time and just making the generation, making as much impact we can within the generation and doing it together as well. Yeah.
So Zhayna, this definitely then feels like a family affair. You're working with people that you know well, and you're doing something that is going to, as King Izem just said, move a generation. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, definitely. I believe in that. I think that they're doing something different and something very impactful in this generation, you know, where they're kind of keeping that authenticity in our Jamaican culture, in the reggae music, but at the same time, they're bringing something fresh and something new. And I'm all about that as well, so I'm glad to be a part of it.
But I tell you what, I'm glad to be a part of. I'm glad to be a part of listening to it, because I love speaking to the artist and, you know, understanding who the artist is and humanizing the artist, but I like to hear the music. So what we are going to do now is we're going to take another quick break, but you are not going to move a muscle, because coming up, the studio transforms into a sacred space of its own with a live performance that you do not want to miss. You see all of them over here? The mama made me move how long. They're warm, they're ready. Let's go. Sunrise comes back right after this.